Ogre Pixel released Lonesome Village, a game that was cosy and cute puzzle-solving life sim, and I very much enjoyed that. And they're back with a new game called A Tiny Sticker Tale, and you can spot their artwork from a mile off because those eyes are cute, and they are emotionally manipulative because they twinkle in cutscenes. But I'm here for it because this was a emotional ride that I was very happy to be part of and thoroughly enjoyed my time with. A Tiny Sticker Tale sees you playing as Flynn the Donkey, and he has arrived at LBRY Island to try and find his dad, who's left various different letters dotted around the island. The letters are basically saying, help the inhabitants of LBRY Island so that you can then find me or find yourself or just be a better person, essentially. That's the overarching narrative of the game. And what happens here is you will do this by switching between two different modes. You've got an adventure mode, which is where you kind of walk around and interact with various different characters, flick a few switches here and there, but the vast majority of this game takes place in sticker mode. And when you flick to sticker mode, almost all of the characters, all of the environment, a lot of the foliage, anything that's like a unique item, like a fishing rod or a hammer, a spade, a bomb, for example, all kinds of different things, then become stickers that you can pick up and put into your sticker book. The way how puzzles work in this game is that a character will say they need X, Y, or Z. Say someone needs water, for example. So you'll then get the bucket sticker, put it in your sticker book, take it with you to a stream, put the bucket in the stream so it will fill up with water, put it back in your sticker book, and then take it to the character so that their quest is solved. They will invariably then give you something which will then help another quest like log of a different character somewhere else on the island. And that's how everything kind of interweaves around. It's a bit fetch questy, but it's also a bit collectathon but drop-off-a-thon. I don't know if it's a thing now. Because you collect all of the things as stickers and there's different ways to do it. Sometimes you can actually just put the characters in sticker form in your sticker book and take them to the source. You could take the source to the character. Sometimes you need to find like 4 or 5 of the same thing and group them all together. Like there's a thread around lost sisters and they're all hiding around the island, but you need to kind of drop them back off again with their mum. So there's a thing there. There's another one where there's like brothers who are all chanting something and they're looking for their goddess, so that they can then worship her. And you'll find them all died around the island, not really knowing what to do, and then later on that story will kind of have its thread unravel, for example, and then you'll be like, now I know what to do with these people. You'll get presented with loads of things, and it's just up to you to pick and sort through what it is that you want to take with you, how you want to use various things, and how you want to reuse things like bridges, ladders, fishing rods, spades, bombs. These are things that will solve multiple puzzles, but you'll just need to kind of solve it and then take it with you. The flip side to this is that your sticker book is your inventory, and my one criticism of this game was that I found the inventory to be a little bit finicky. And what I mean by that is you have to go into sticker mode, pick up the sticker and then drag it into your sticker book to take it with you. But because all of the stickers are various different shapes and sizes, that fills up really quickly and you can't overlap a sticker on there. You can't do, you can have some stickers kind of hanging off a little bit, but I was running out of space really early on. And because you need so much of these things to solve so many puzzles, it felt a little bit faffy, like trying to shove things over into a corner so that you could fit all of the stickers in, and or just dropping things, knowing where vaguely they are so that you'll come back to them later. Thankfully, a map becomes unlocked about halfway through the game, which then you can put on a sticker locator so that if you had to have dropped something, you can then know exactly where to go and find it again. But it just felt like an added layer of faff that the game didn't really need. And although it didn't make me annoyed or sad, it just felt a little bit finicky. One of the positives, though, with collecting all of these stickers is that you do get access to a tent where you can build out your own home and decorate it. There's loads of different foliage trees dotted around the island, and you can take it to the lumberjack, who will then carve out new furniture for you. Depending on the types of trees that you give him will depend on what he will carve, and so you can really build out a nice bespoke decorated tent, and then the tent can become a sticker and go in your sticker book. So, back onto the previous point around faffy inventory, I basically turned my tent into an inventory expander, chucked everything in there, then put the tent in my sticker book and took it around with me. So that was my way of getting around it. It just, again, was slightly extra faffy, but I did enjoy the fact that I could build out my own tent. The other thing that I really enjoyed with this was the message of the game. Basically, be nice and kind to others, and the emotional kind of crescendo of this game is not particularly hugely emotional. It's cute and cosy for the vast majority of the game. But the finale, where everything kind of comes together, I found quite sweet, wholesome, and quite emotional as well, because without spoiling the ending or the story, I'm in quite a similar position to Flynn, and so I could relate to the donkey. Yes, I can't believe I've just said that. Not because he necessarily says anything in the game, but his eyes say a lot. Those eyes are cute. And so I think we're in quite similar situations in our lives at the minute. And so I guess it just hit emotionally extra hard. And certainly feels like becoming a man and becoming a real donkey is one of the big kind of passing of the torch moments that you can have in your life. This game took me 2.5 hours to complete the main story of. Another 2 hours again at least on top to try and get 100%, which I'm just working my way through to now at the time of review. And I think it's a ringing endorsement that despite my ginormous backlog of games that I'm trying to work through, I chose to stick with this one past the end of the actual main story because I was enjoying myself so much and I wanted to see all of the different ends to various little quests that were going on. And because this game keeps waving things in front of you and are like, you've not solved this yet, as you kind of wander around, it really was scratching an itch to keep going and solve loads and loads of things. So yeah, a tiny sticker tale, a very satisfying adventure, really well done and well put together. You have to constantly think outside of the box about taking everything with you and around with you at all times. And that led to a rather unique but very wholesome experience that I definitely recommend. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.